Hello everyone, it is I, Ninja Master Builder. I have returned again, and sorry for the break, I have still been having to deal with many things. Anyway, today I figured, wait a minute, oh that's not right. Wait, that's not right, I've already reviewed him, so why is he out here, you ask? Well, it's because he's got a bigger form now. Now, let's actually show off the real rise. And apologize for that. Today, I'm reviewing this. An actual brick-built Nindroid Erick that I have been modifying, working on for all this time, and have finally decided to show you all. Now, as you'll notice, his hand is different. One of his hands are different. One of his legs are different, as well as he has a laser. And if you want to know why that is, I had to go with Scrap Eric instead of original because I didn't have another fist piece. The pieces here kind of started to leave. So if you built Legos before, you would know. And for this, I couldn't figure out how to have two eyebrows, so I just decided to go with one. Now, as you will notice, there are pieces over here, and these are actually his extra parts. This is for Nemesis Eric. This is his gun that he still wields. This is his mask piece, which switches out with his teeth piece. This is his laser eye piece for his laser eye. I don't even know why I just repeated that. Apologies. And as you'll notice, in his hand, his right hand, is a sword. This is a sword piece because he prefers swords over most other melee weapons. Now, if you ask, I first worked on the legs, and then I worked on the torso. The torso was probably the longest part because I didn't exactly have good torso pieces, and I had to use the parts from that 2021 Marvel mech to build this thing, as well as from my original custom mechbot, such as in this, the lower arms, and I did use a lot of the armor pieces. I am missing one of the bigger armor pieces for his left arm, but I went with this. And I do also have the shoulder pad, but this is more... sorry if I don't have that much to say. I'm still getting used to this. And I did also have it so one foot has toes, the other one doesn't. So that way they would be more unique, even though the shins are the same, are very similar, just with a few different pieces. But the upper legs are a little bit different. Who am I kidding? They're kind of similar, especially with the kneecap pieces. And if you ask, I did try to make a good hand, but I think you can tell that it's not that good. This is just what I could do with the pieces at the time, which was not much, but I did manage to try to attach the thumb to it so it could still move around and be used as a punching fist, even though he has a sword. Now, this chest compartment is actually it is, as I just said, meant to be a chest compartment, but as I stated before, I didn't have enough pieces to make it that. and it would have been able to open up and reveal a Spock. But I don't have the parts to actually make that. So I had to do with what I could, so I just added in a purple. Purple. Apologies for that. Instead, I just had to add a blue thing, and then these orange pieces are meant to take the place of this and this for Nemesis Erick. Now for the head, that was actually a part that was really because his head was not exactly one of my best things, but I did try to incorporate as much as I could, and did try to make it look decent at the most, which is actually pretty good, I could say that. Now, his jaw obviously doesn't move since this is a brick-built design. I did add in these pieces right here to fill in the gaps in the head, because as you can see, there are a lot of gaps in there. I did try my best to cover them up, but it kind of doesn't work I kind of wasn't able to work due to the limited pieces I had at the now, because I don't have that much. I also did add in his insignia on his shoulder blade with the armor, and as you probably have guessed, this is his moderately annoyed look, this is his sad look, this is his angry look. I would try to see if I could do a happy face, but yeah, I doubt I could. Now, about these pieces, I'm gonna try to install them to show you all how they all look on him. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. Now, here is him with the pieces attached, and as you could probably guess, the socket joint in this area isn't exactly the best thing I could have done. I do have some friction adders, but I put those in the feet, set them on the arms, which was not a good choice. Which is probably the reason why I'm not going to be using that gun. I just wanted to bring it in this review. And as you can see now, he just has his teeth. And the blue is for his normal look. Okay, and the other thing is the laser eye. The laser eye now just looks weird due to the orange, so I'm just gonna remove that. Yeah, I got this one for the same mech that I used most of the pieces from. Now, I do also have a mask, which I tried to make resemble the original minifigure version of this character, but failed miserably because I don't have that many blue parts, and dark blue parts, because the only dark blue piece I have is right there. I do have light blue in the upper torso and the back behind the chest plate, but that's it. That's just it on the blue. I think so. Well, except for on the feet, which has the blue from the mech. Okay, so, and yes, the arms do move a full 360 degrees. The legs move forwards and backwards all the way, since there's nothing interfering except for one thing. One thing's interfering, and that's the jetpack. I used the pieces from Poe Dameron's X-Wing to make this jetpack, and if you ask, yes, there are still pinholes in the back of the legs, And if you want to know why that's there, that's because, well, I just prefer to display them on the front instead of the back, which is not exactly good looking, but then again, not many backs to figures, or most toys are, since the designers are most likely focusing on the front, since they know that most people will probably not display figures in the back. Besides, you can see a lot of anti-studs back here. Anyway, well, oh, right, I forgot to mention this. This in the back of the head. Now, this is actually meant to hold in the essence, or actually, no, scratch that. It's just meant to be his brain, since A, I couldn't figure out how to build a full back of the head, and B, it's just that I tried to give it a more 3D-ish look, but I did not do good at all. The only other thing is that these blue pieces in the behind the eyes, behind what's meant to be the eyes back here, are very much revealed due to the many gaps in the head, but I say that I did do good. Yeah, as you can see, the gaps are bigger, and turning the head, you can also see the little bit of blue from the blue tubes that I used to make the back of the eyes. And I did also try to see if I could use these parts here to cover that, but yeah, with moderate success, that did not end well, but it did allow me to add in the laser. Anyway, that's my review. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tune in, well, actually, don't, because I have no idea what's the next video. I also don't know what it will be, but try to follow along. I don't know. I'm still getting used to this. If any of you have any helpful advice, make sure to just write it in the comments. See y'all next time.